This is going to be another quick lecture. So today we're just going to talk about the speaking in public extra credit assignment. Obviously this is extra credit. I suggest you all take the 10 minutes or so that this lecture will take and really consider doing this. A lot of my students really like this assignment, so let's get started. First of all, it's going to be worth 30 points. So it's an extra credit for 30 points. If you've missed one or two of the quizzes, this might be a really good way to earn back their points. So what I want you to be doing for this assignment is you're going to be connecting theory with rhetoric in our everyday lives. Don't worry, this isn't you going out into public and speaking, but instead it's going to be looking and observing 30 minutes of a speaking activity, something that you wouldn't normally do, and connecting it with what we're learning in this class. Some wonderful examples of choices might be city council meetings, if you got a chance to go to the courthouse, PTA meetings. I even allow stand-up shows. I don't allow musicals, plays, or anything of that sort. Religious events are fantastic. Campus events work wonderfully, and there's a lot of stuff here on Ohlone, so make sure you take advantage if that comes up. If you have any questions, you're just not sure, go ahead and ask me. What I've found works best for this assignment is, number one, take notes while you're there. If you're not taking notes, you're just going to walk home and forget everything. Number two is connect to the theories and content from class. Before you even show up, think about what we've learned and think about how you can connect with what we've learned in class with what you're seeing out in town. Get proof that you attended. It can be as simple as a selfie. It can be a program. I've accepted tickets before, flyers. I even accepted a parking ticket once, so I'm pretty open. Think about what the textbook has talked about. And I find that if I go to an event after currently reviewing something, like for example, delivery or conclusions, and then go to the event with those things fresh in my mind, that works wonderfully for this assignment because that's what you're going to be looking for. You're not going to be overloaded with information. Now, you might also look and think about what's going to work best with the activity you are witnessing. For example, if you're going to go to improv, and we have a sports improv in downtown San Jose that a lot of my students have gone to and they really like, it is 18 and over, is you probably don't want to look at the outline or the organization since it's an impromptu. However, you might really want to look at the impactful openings or closings because those seem to be very well organized so that the actors and the audience know when it begins and know when it ends. Finally, on the last page of the course packet, there's a worksheet. Basically what this is if you are more of a hands-on person, a tactile person, and you get a flyer or you get tickets and you want to turn those into me as proof, you can go ahead and fill out the worksheet and give it to me after you've turned on your essay, and we're about to talk about that next. However, if you're a little bit more techie, you can always just take a picture of the flyer, you can take a picture of the tickets, and actually just post it directly onto your Word document or upload it as a second file. Any of these are okay. So what I want for writing, well, I want quality writing. If I've been hitting you up all semester because you don't know how to capitalize the word I, stop it and get yourself Microsoft Word, okay? Make those connections to class theories and the content that we've talked about. I want to see insightful analysis. What I don't want is just a summary of what you saw. That's boring to me. I don't care that you went and saw a comedian or went to a courthouse. I want you to really think about what you're seeing. Think about the delivery. Did they use orally cited sources? Were you able to follow their organization because they use roadmaps? Was the audience bored because they weren't engaging with the audience with their delivery? I really want you to think of this in not so much of a content of what they're saying, but how they're saying it. You're also going to need 2 APA references, and I'll give you a hint. The first one's the book, and the second one is the actual event. The book, pretty easy to write up since I have it in APA style on the syllabus. The event, Google it. They're a little bit more difficult, but you'll figure it out. Finally, it's going to be due May 22nd at 11:59 p.m. You cannot be late with this. If you're late, I won't accept it because it is kind of the last day of school. That's the same day as our final. Something to consider, you might want to go to an event earlier in the semester and take those notes. So if you need those 30 extra points to go from that B to that A, you've already got part of the work done. Again, 1 to 2 pages, and of course, as we know, since it's APA, it's going to be double-spaced, Times New Roman, 12-point font. Make sure you ask a question if you have any.